with Sherief Rahim. He is a managing director at Improve Corporate Finance. Welcome.
Thank you, Liana.
Thank you for joining us today at our 2023 Leadership in Deal-Making Summit, hosted by M&A Advisor. So, Sherief, could you tell me more about what you do at Improve Finance and what deals you guys are working on lately?
Yeah, sure. So thank you, and thank you for having us. So my name is Sherief Rahim. I'm a managing director at Improved Corporate Finance. We focus on the tech, energy, and mobility sectors. Lately, we've seen a massive development in this space from being a venture type of sector and now seeing institutional money pouring into the space with a lot of infrastructure funds, private equity funds moving into the domain that see long-term returns in these assets, and these assets are maturing that they're investing in. So there's a high necessity to invest into energy infrastructure. We're very happy to win the award as well for the energy infrastructure deal. And we see a lot of the transactions there taking place with relatively young companies with highly ambitious, CapEx intensive business plans that are raising large amounts of money to deploy the energy infrastructure that is needed to also move into the decentralized energy space that we're in this moment.
Yeah, and so you're saying now that there is institutional interest in this space from a long perspective. What is the timelines that they're looking at or hoping for in terms of returns?
It's relatively long timelines from a private equity perspective. So institutional money, sometimes even pension funds, they have a horizon of, let's say, 8 to 12 years, and some can even go beyond that with a horizon up to 25 years. Which means there's a lot of patient capital. You need to have a longer horizon to play in this energy infrastructure space as well. Definitely when you talk about energy transition, when you're talking about long-term tailwinds that are supporting the growth of this sector.
And so tell me more about the deal that you guys are winning an award for tonight at our gala.
Yeah, so one of the transactions that we've done is the PowerDot transaction, where we raised $150 million from Anten Infrastructure Partners. So Anten has a flagship fund which is focused on core infrastructure, but they also have a next-gen fund which is focused on new forms of infrastructure, where it's at the intersection of technology, infrastructure, and energy. They really play a role to support and to invest into earlier stage companies than they're used to.
Great. And so you're a young managing director at your firm and obviously a rather young person in the industry. What advice would you have to people younger than yourself that are looking to get into M&A or clean tech and some of the things that you're doing?
Well, the best advice I had is to work with leaders within your firm that give you a lot of responsibility, give you a lot of confidence, and are really working with you to get the most out of you. So I think that's the base principle. Doesn't matter where you're working, but if you're comfortable and you feel that you're getting a lot of exposure from your senior team, I think that's a right start of your career. And then for me personally, having a sector focus really helped, because once you've done a couple of transactions in the space, you have insights that nobody else has, you have relationships that nobody else has, and you can really grow as a relatively young person in this space. And you can really go deep and support your clients in a way that you couldn't do if you don't have the sector focus.
What really excites you about working in clean tech and these transactions you're typically working on?
What really excites me is that you're working on relevant topics. You see the newspapers are covered with climate tech and climate change related topics each and every day. Recently, also some announcements came out that some of the policies that were implemented are slowing down, which is obviously not great, but still it's a very relevant and impactful topic that you're working on.
Well, thank you so much for all of your insights today. It's much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you, Leanne.
I'm Leanna Hawkins, and this is M&A TV. Thank you for joining us.